So it's time for you to graduate, and you're trying to decide where you want to work. I'd like to ask that you would consider working for the University of North Carolina. The University of North Carolina, or UNC, is over 220 years old. The first campus was at Chapel Hill, and for actually the first 136 years, it was the only campus. But now the system has grown to encompass 17 campuses, including the nation's first residential high school that's public for academically gifted children. If you were to look at UNC's website, you would see that its headquarters is UNC General Administration, and it houses the president and all the senior administrative staff for the system. The website also lists that there are strategic priorities for UNC, which are access to education, affordability of education, student success, which I think is number one, economic impact, and excellent and diverse institutions. And again, I say that student success is number one because students are why the University of North Carolina exists. So if you'd like to be a part of shaping the minds, whether you work directly with students or not, just being a part of the system promotes the students. So I said there are 17 campuses. There are 3 in the West, which are Western Carolina, Appalachian State, and UNC Asheville. There are 3 in the South, and that is Fayetteville State, UNC Pembroke, and UNC Wilmington. I know, Wilmington. If you like me, you think that's east, but it's actually the southernmost campus in the system. But to the east, there are 2 campuses, which is East Carolina University and Elizabeth City State University. That leaves the central part of our state, which actually houses 9 of the campuses. And those are UNC Charlotte, there's Winston-Salem State, there's UNC Greensboro, there's North Carolina A&T State, there's North Carolina Central, there's NC State, and there's UNC Chapel Hill. There is the North Carolina School of the Arts, which is actually high school and college, and they're both residential. But there's also the School of Science and Math, which is in Chapel Hill. And that one that's the first residential public high school that I spoke of earlier. So if you were a part of the system, you would be a part of that along with almost 47 other thousand people. So why would 47,000 people work here? Well, there are some benefits to working for a government agent or the University of North Carolina. Health insurance is a good benefit. There's a great vacation accrual. There's even tuition waiver that you can use at any of the 17 campuses. But one of the things that you don't find in many private sector companies anymore is actually a retirement plan. So there you have some of the benefits. There is opportunity for growth. You can grow within your campus by moving from one department to another. You can also move from campus to campus. And when you do that move, you actually get to carry your seniority with you. You carry all your benefits, so you don't lose when you move. And sometimes people say, well, they really aren't hiring. Well, today, I looked at the websites for UNCG, Winston-Salem State, and North Carolina A&T, and there were 156 job postings for just those 3 campuses. So there are jobs available. There's a good environment working for the University of North Carolina. When you look at that, you consider what's better, government, which University of North Carolina is a part of the state of North Carolina, so, or do you want to be private? Well, as a government employee, there was actually an article in the Small Business Chronicle that was written by Jared Lewis, and he said that government employees have more job security. That's one reason to work for the state. There's also a Gallup poll where Justin McCarthy wrote in explaining the results of the poll, which was taken over the course of 5 years for employees in public and private sector. That poll says that government employees are more satisfied with the retirement and with their health insurance, and also that 9 of 10 of those employees is satisfied with their vacation. So if you think that students are why we're here, that would make you a great candidate for working at the University of North Carolina.